Alright, we're on the play for round one. Let's see. Oh yeah, this hand's great. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be better, but it could be worse. Leading on Cove, clearly. Opponent's mulling to 5. Alright, let's see what they're on. Alright, I see. Oh, they're playing swamps, so they're dead. I mean, how are they going to beat Evoke Muldrifter, Pulse back Muldrifter, Rip Tron because this deck's stupid? Oh, hey, they're digging it out of their mulligan hole at least. I'm just going to jam Muldrifter and discard a Grotto, assuming nothing comes up off my draw. Oh, Prism. I could draw a map off this Prism, and then I don't have to discard. Alright. Goodbye, Grotto. If they're on the land destruction build, they'll hit the tower, and then I can just play another tower. But they're just mono black control, and I am going to be substantially advantaged. I'll just jam an Oracle. Why not? I'll get another Oracle. I'm going to play a Mine. There's a chance they're still on the land destruction build, and I don't want to give them a chance to hit the power plant instead of the tower. It's pretty minor, but the only way I can lose is if they destroy one of my lands, I pulse it back, and then they destroy it again. Like, if they're just mono black control, they're dead. What are they going to do to stop me? My board's much better than theirs, and I have a handful of gas. By Oracle. I won't block if they attack. No. I'll lead on an Oracle. Just flood the board. Rhystic Circle's pretty good. For later. Not right now. We are a few colored sources short of that being relevant. I'm going to take a Capsize, and I'm going to jam on Dignitary. Taking Capsize in case they have Pestilence next turn. Or I guess Oubliette. Oubliette would be an okay way to answer a Muldrifter, but then I just Capsize and get a bunch of cards. Alright. If they have triple... No. Alright. If they have triple Grey Merchant, they might be in decent shape. Damage to you. Okay. I'm gonna swing. Yes. My opponent plays Capsize and then double triggers. I'm just gonna flicker my guys and then Capsize it away. This is fine. They would have played that last turn, right? So they must have just drawn it. Like, if they're playing it this turn, they would have played it last turn. There's nothing that really changed. So they had to have just drawn this Grey Merchant, meaning they don't have another Grey Merchant in hand. I'm going to go ahead and get back my Grotto or Muldrifter. I'll get a Muldrifter, whatever. If I miss on lands on these two Muldrifters, it's going to be awkward, but... Not having that Condescend in my deck really does make my deck worse against Grey Merchants. I wish I could get a colored source, but I've just got to crack this map to get another tower so I can keep Flicker up. Rhystic Circle might be useful later. Yeah, Impulse is not going to cast. There's other Impulse or Moment's Peace to discard. I'd rather just keep the Moment's Peace in hand to hide it a little bit. Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and flicker here. It forces them to use another pestilence. What? Oh, they're dead. That's cool. I guess they could witches, and then I'll just kill witches. That seems worse than just pestilencing again. Because now they're just dead. They from the cards they know they're dead. Unless they have a what am I doing? Let's play a little better. We're gonna play Prism. Now we can teachings for Prohibit after capsizing their thing, in case they have Dismember. Go ahead and bounce the witches. Like they knew about the capsize, so not pestilencing there just puts them dead. Right click and attack with all. Assuming they don't have Dismember, but if they had Dismember, they should have just cast it in their turn instead of letting me untap. Also, Dismember is just much worse than, you know, using Pestilence a third time. Alright. Begin sideboarding. Not a whole lot here. Among those pieces, whatever. It's mediocre. I guess I'll put in a Speculative Grudge. Grey Merchant doesn't get stopped by Circle. Eh. Yeah, I need to Condescend. Prohibit is just so much better against Delver than Condescend, and Condescend gets brought out a lot on the draw or in certain matchups. Prohibit basically always stays except against Affinity, but not having a Condescend for Grey Merchant really makes his matchup much worse. At least now I have a Dinrova Horror, so I can just flicker lock out their lands, but I don't know. Maybe the Speculative Grudge like doesn't matter, given they only have 2 cards that care about my graveyard. This hand's also very good. If my opponent Wrench Minds me, I will discard a Prism, but otherwise, double Prism's very nice. I wish I could discard one of these Grottos instead of the Prism, but I didn't know if I was drawing another land, so I couldn't just discard 2 lands there. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and land an Oracle, then I can Teachings for something next turn. Alright. Opponent can still have Choking Sands. Do they have the Ninja? Nope. Alright. Don't think I can afford to play Dignitary next turn. Like if I go Tron, I can play Dignitary, but then nothing else. Oh. Well. If they draw the Ninja, that's bad for me, but they didn't have it, or else they would have Okiba Gang Shinobi back their Spectre. So they would have to have just drawn it. Another Spectre. Sure. They haven't played a land, but I'm just gonna go Ted and Teachings and then flicker these 2. If they Bajuka Bog it, that sucks, but it's not that bad. I just need some cards. And I don't know if this Dignitary is the worst card in my hand. And right now it's not. Map is much worse, right? Yeah. Chancery is really good. That's a bunch of color mana sources. Wow. Yeah, this matchup's a cakewalk. when you hit natural Tron. I guess I oracled into the other piece, but goodbye Oracle. They swing. Wait, they're playing Pestilence and Liliana Specters? Well. Yeah, I guess I'll block. I'll just save my life total. I'm gonna flash back my teachings, get a pulse, and then play a Chancery returning my Grotto. Pulse or teachings? Yeah, pulse. Alright. Pass. I could play Dignitary, but I'd rather just keep up Pulse or Alchemy. If my opponent does something weird, I don't know. Grey Merchant, sure. Go into 7 here. Okay. I'll bring back my Muldrifter and recast it. Floating a white so I can cast my Dignitary if that comes up. Probably will. Ooh, Rhystic Circle. I'll just play an Oracle first. I can play Grotto and Rhystic Circle if that matters. Ooh, Prism. I'll play Prism. And then I can play Dignitary if I want to, or play something else. It's a lot of options. Yeah, I'll just get Dignitary down. Might as well. My opponent plays another Grey Merchant. I could be in trouble. They're not doing it this turn though, so I got time. It's the third Grey Merchant that I'm worried about. The hell? Why is that card in your deck? It'll probably be usable this game, but it won't be very useful. It'll just be, usable. Wow, this was a really bad one. I can double up on all Tron pieces, which is probably what I'm going to do, but that was basically a complete miss on my Alchemy. Now that's not a miss. That's not a miss at all. Cool. Alright. Map, mine, wall back, flicker? Or wall back pulse? I guess I'll wall back flicker. Ooh, I need to get gain land down so I can gain some life. This has to be worse than just Mind Rot, right? Literal just Mind Rot seems like it would just be much more likely to win the game than Siphon Life. It doesn't even provide Devotion. It should provide Devotion, because it's basically on the board, you can discard a land to make me lose 2 and they gain 2, but I guess that's not how that card works at all, is it? Wow, I have drawn a lot of... Okay, I don't believe I clicked that, but alright. I did draw a lot of lands. Let's see if I can draw some spells. Monocle will win the game. And that's what we are hoping to do this match. Win the game. I guess playing Grotto was fine. I probably would have played Grotto anyway. Well, no, I would have played a gain land. Never mind. Clicking on Grotto was real bad. I'm just going to pass. Discard plant. Sure. I guess bad cards. I don't need circle. I wonder if this is a deck where I want Custody Squire to get back enchantments. Can it get enchantments back? It probably can. I gotta know now. Artifact, creature, or enchantment in your graveyard. Yeah, okay, good. Oh. There we go. They tapped out for no reason? Thank you. Like, they knew about my, my pulse, right? So, tapping out to drain me there just lets me go off. Because now I'm just going to go to, like, 25 or something. Still got plenty of time to act. Oh, well, never mind. Game's over. Whee! Just gonna bounce 3 lands, and they'll be dead. I don't even know what they theoretically could do to get out of this. No, they could have Snuff out. Then I bring it back, and I can't recast the wall. Alright, cool. Well, Mono Black Control does not do well against Tron. It doesn't really matter what build you're on. You just have a huge mana advantage over them, and Bowl Drifter's great. So, 2-0. This deck's pretty good, but Rhystic Circle seems really bad against Mono Black Control, so let's see if I can get a matchup where it's actually good.